today we're going to talk about the easiest way to sign people up. And what we're going to get into is actually a little bit on closing strategy. And then what do you do if you get in that scenario? What do you do if you get in that kind of situation where, it's time to help bring them to a decision and, what's next? Closing is essential. If you are going to be a network marketing professional, you have to know how to kind of get people to a yes decision. And sometimes this is where people get really nervous. They get really uncomfortable. They're not really sure what to say and do. I have had the honor and privilege to sit with literally thousands of people and help them come to a yes decision. And, there's certain things you start to pick up on. You don't have to be a genius to figure it out. After you've seen it so many times, you kind of see, hey, there's kind of a pattern here that if I do this, this, and this, we get a sign up. So if you would like that, this, and this, if you would like to know what are those things that it takes to get a sign up, that's what we're talking about. So the scenario is we've sat down, we've talked to them, we've showed them the plan. Everything is great. Now, this is where a lot of times us as network marketers, we kind of get a little nervous, right? We're like, it's time for them to say yes. What do we do, right? And so here's the closing sequence. Here's what you want to say, and here's the strategy. The first thing that ever comes out of your mouth is not, what did you think? No, the first thing is, what did you like about what you saw? What did you like? What did you like about what you saw? And then your job as the network marketer, as a professional, as a person trying to get them to come to a decision, is to be quiet. Okay? He who speaks first next loses, okay? So we don't want you to be the one talking next. We want your prospect to talk next so that they can share what really was on their heart, what connected with them, what did they like about it. Now, I'm going to give you a caveat. Sometimes when you ask them, hey, what did you like about what you saw? They need a little help, okay? So they're not really sure. They're like, I liked everything. Okay, you're like, could you be a little more specific, right? And so, you want to kind of help them with, what did you like about what you saw? And they may say, oh, well, I really liked your product, or, the business sounds kind of cool. I mean, I don't really know if I could do it. I don't know if I have the time or whatever, but, they'll say a little something. And your job is to help start pulling the rest of it out of them, right? So, how do you do that? You might say, oh, okay, really? Okay, so you kind of thought the product was great, or you kind of, curious a little bit more about how the business worked, right? And so you want to say, well, tell me more about that. Why did you like that? And your goal is to get them to talk. We want to hear what it is that they have to say, because the more that they can talk, the more that they can share their heart with you, the more that they can kind of share what's going through their ears, but we're not a mind reader. We don't know what that is, right? The more that they can share that, the more we can kind of help move them forward. Now, one of the things I do want to say is, as we talk about this, closing, I think there's some stigmas around closing. And here's what I mean. A lot of times people think of closing as like a pushy thing that salespeople do. And while that may be true for a lot of professions, here's how I view it in network marketing. Closing is helping people come to a yes decision, whatever that is for them and their family, whatever is going to be a positive next move for them. If we push, and we add a lot of pressure and we twist their arm to get them to do something, that's not a great way to start a relationship, right? That's like a bad beginning. And so what we want to do is we want to find out what is really going on inside, what's taking place between their ears, what are they feeling in their heart, so that we can help move them forward, whatever that is. Because remember, your prospect is going to have some fear. They're going to have some, what if I put my money down and, it doesn't go as expected? Or what if I sign up and the sponsor, the person I'm talking to, runs off, they disappear? They have all of these things going through their mind. So our job is not to push, not to be abrasive, not to be over the top, but to help them move forward with whatever is the best fit for them and their family. And I think when you move forward through these questions with that spirit, with that intention, number one, the genuineness inside of you comes through, and people are like, oh, okay, I can see you're really trying to help me. You're not looking at this for yourself. You're not, pushing for your own agenda. You're just trying to help me figure my stuff out. And really, that's what the prospect wants, right? And so that's the first thing is, hey, what did you like best about what you saw? Help them out a little bit. Okay, so that's question number one. Question number two is, Oh, okay. Well, tell me more about that, right? Tell me more. Tell me more. Why did you like this, right? Question number 3, this is something you can say or not say, but I usually say it. Question number 3 is, so tell me, what do you see in this for yourself? Like, what's next for you? How do you see this fitting into your life, right? So I'll usually say that, what did you see in this for yourself, right? And what's awesome about that is first they're going to tell you what they liked. Then we're going to get a little more details. Then they're going to tell you, they're basically going to tell you how they're going to sign up or if they're going to sign up, right? Because when you say, what did you see in this for yourself? They're like, well, you know what? I see this as maybe a way that I don't have to get that second job, right? Or, I see this as maybe a way as, so a product I could use that really could help me, change some areas I've been struggling with. It could be their health. It could be, whatever it is, right? I really see this as whatever, okay? And your ears need to be really big at this point. So they're telling you, they're giving you the keys to the kingdom, all right? So here's what we want to do. We want to just say, okay, perfect. Sounds great. The next step is, and you have to think of yourself as a consultant, okay? Or as a doctor. You want to think of yourself as someone who has authority and you know the next best step for that person. So here's what I like to do, and I believe this is a secret weapon in network marketing, and I think that a lot of people are not doing this any longer. And here's what that is. Oftentimes I hear network marketers, they're like, oh yeah, let's jump on the computer and get you signed up, or oh yeah, go to my website, or whatever. Like they take this closing environment, they take this moment where the prospect's like, you know what? Yeah, I do see this for my life. I could see this happening, right? They take this perfect energy and environment and they like completely disconnect it by pushing them to a website or jumping on a computer. So here is what I believe is the easiest way to sign prospects up. You say, hey, what'd you like about what you saw? Tell me more about that. The next step is, here's the next step. All right, we have this enrollment form. I think based on what you're sharing with me, the next step is we're going to get you started right here with the launch pack, and we'll get your information in. Where do you want your checks being mailed to? Or where do you want your product being shipped to? And you take your enrollment form and you just start filling it out for them. Make it easy for them, right? Like they may be nervous, they may be unsure. So as you can see, this is not our real network marketing enrollment form. The best MLM, sign right here. No, but you just help them. Like, have that consultant mindset, have that doctor mindset, have that, you know what? Number one, you are genuinely wanting to help them, and that's the intention that you're coming from. Number two, you know what's best. Like, you've been there, you've done that. You know what is the next best thing for them in their life based on what they just shared with you. They already told you, this is what I want in my life. This is how I could see this fitting in. The next step is. Okay, so let's go to number 2. Let's go to the second part we talked about. What happens when you have somebody? You know they would be awesome in your business. You would love to have them in your business. But you show them everything and they're like, you know what? I don't know. I'm just not, I don't want to do the business. Maybe I'll use your products, but I just don't want to do the business. Timing isn't right for me, or whatever the case may be. They just straight up tell you they don't want to do the business. And so what do we do then? And here's what I find. There's 2 groups of people in network marketing. Group number 1 is they're product users, they love product, and they talk all day long about product. I will tell you, I've never really fallen into that category, but there's so many people that get started in network marketing and they have this amazing product experience. Like they use the products, it completely changes their life. They have just an incredible experience. And so when they talk to people, that's the primary thing that they lead with, okay? Now, if that's you and you want people in your team building the business, we need to start shifting gears into category number 2, which is we have to talk about the business. We have to approach people with a business mindset. We have to get in front of people and say, you know what? I have something. Looks like we can help some people. We can make some money. And I've always had a ton of respect for you. Can we get together? I'd love to share more about it with you. Simple, easy, non-confrontational. Really? They're not going to say no. They're like, you just told them they were brilliant, right? You just said, you know what? I respect you. I think you're awesome. when can we get together? I'd love to get your opinion on this, right? So if that's you, you're in group number 1, I want you to start doing that. I want you to start implementing that as part of what you're doing, because in doing that, you're going to segue into the next thing that's very, very important in your business, and that is duplication. You have to have duplication. If you are like the master customer enroller, thumbs up, baby. I'm sure your residual is building very nicely. The only thing is it's just building off of your efforts. So we want to duplicate yourself. And the only way we're going to duplicate yourself is if we start talking a little bit of business. Okay? Second group is people like myself that are, we really kind of focus on the business. We lead with the business, we talk business, and then what happens when you get a person who's like, to the business? Has that ever happened to you? That has happened to me. And it will happen from time to time. If you're in business for yourself and you're talking business, you're going to get some people who network marketing is just not a fit for them. And you know what? That's okay. Maybe for them, may not be for them. Either way, it's okay. However, do we want to leave money on the table? What's the answer? The answer is no. We do not want to leave money on the table. So here's what we need to do. We need to switch gears instead of being business, and say, okay, I love my product. I believe in my product. This person needs to be on my product. So how are we going to switch gears from talking hardcore business and really focusing on recruiting into, hey, let me pick up a customer, right? So the best way I know to do that is using these closing questions. Using this sequence that we just went through is going to help you kind of direct them into where they want to go. What did you like best about what you saw? Oh, they may say, oh, the business not for me. Oh, okay. So did you like the product? Start getting them talking about that. Oh, yeah, the product seemed pretty cool. Okay, really? Tell me more. Tell me, what did you like about it? Get them talking, right? Well, what do you see in this for yourself? I mean, do you see this as something that maybe could help you? You have a product. It solves a problem. What's the problem they have in their life? If you can uncover the hidden need, if you can uncover the problem, if you can uncover the root of pain in their life, right? Then you can give them the solution. So they tell you, hey, what did you like about what you saw? Tell me more about that. What do you see in this for yourself? Okay, perfect. The next step is, based on what you shared with me, let's get you started just on the product. Not the business. Don't worry about the business. Just on the product. You told me you're struggling with this, and we already heard of many different people sharing testimonies. I can't make any promises, right? The proof is in the pudding. So let's get you started on this and start seeing what kind of results you have in your life. So where do you want your product shipped to? Start filling it out. So that's it. Guys, that's it. We talked about the struggles that many people deal with. We talked about the closing sequence, the heart that you have to have when it comes to closing, right? Or helping people come to a yes decision, something positive in their life. We talked about, what do you do when we're only talking product or only talking business? And we talked about how to not leave any money on the table so that you're building your business no matter what effort you're putting out, whether you share it with someone and they decide to join as a business partner, or we help flip them to a customer and they come on board with us. So if you're at a spot right now in your life where, you really want to dial in on this, you really want to be a master of this process, because we can do all of this heavy lifting up front. We can have, a ton of prospects in our funnel, right? We can be reaching out there, contacting. But if we don't have fruit coming through, right? If there's nothing coming out on the other end of that funnel, then there's something broken in the middle. And so this is something that if you want to be a 6-figure earner in your business, this is a 6-figure skill you're going to need to add in your tool belt. You're going to need to pick this up, try it on for size, and start using it when you're out there talking to prospects. So if you would like to kind of have a little cheat sheet, anybody like a cheat sheet? If you like a cheat sheet and you would like to have those questions written down so that when you're ready, you can start thinking about it, you can start preparing for it, you can have it printed out before you go into your next one-on-one, before you go into your next meeting, before you have your next Zoom, you can have it in front of you and you kind of know, okay, this is what I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to go through, and I'm going to have my paper application. If you would like to have the cheat sheet of the closing sequence, then drop a comment in the section below and I want you to put closing cheat sheet. If you put closing cheat sheet in all caps, I will reach out to you, I will connect with you, and I will make sure you get the closing cheat sheet. Kind of having something that you can have in your hand in writing the next time you're out talking to prospects to help you do what is right for them and bring them to a yes decision. So guys, it's been great having coffee with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some value out of this. This may be something that I do more of in the future. If it's something that you enjoyed, drop a note in the comment or a private message me. Let me know. If you have something that you're really struggling with, or you're really wanting to know more about, or you kind of know how it works, but you don't have all the details, hit me up. Let me know, and I'll do my best to help you out with whatever it is that you're dealing with, and maybe we can help some other people out in the process as well. So, guys, that is it. If this was helpful to you, feel free to share the replay, feel free to tag some people, and definitely hit the follow button up above so the next time we jump on live that you can be there and we can have some time together. So, take care, my friends. Be blessed, and I will see you all next time.
For more great training and to receive your free PDF download, The Closing Cheat Sheet, how to bring more of your prospects to a yes decision, visit summerjeronimo.com-CL.